Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Amelia and I am a first-time mama to my son Orion, who is almost 10 months old. He actually turns 10 months in 2 days, and that's just like so mind-blowing to think that he is so close to being a whole year old. Today's video is going to be all about my newborn must-haves. And just a disclaimer, I do not have any kind of background in childhood education or anything like that. These are just solely based off of my experiences and, my situation with my son. Also, I do want to mention that everything that I am about to talk to you guys about, none of it is a promotion or sponsored or anything like that. They're just things that I truly love and have worked for me and Orion. So you may be wondering why I am making a video about newborn must-haves when my son is 10 months old. Well, what has inspired me to make this video is I have a couple of friends who are pregnant, and I think that it could help them when deciding on things to buy for their baby. On top of that, it could obviously help you if you are watching this. So that is why I am making this video today. Now, before we get into the video, if you could, make sure you subscribe to my channel and let's get into it. So one of the very first things that I think of being extremely beneficial to the newborn phase is a swaddle. And it's such a simple thing, but it can make a world of a difference when it comes to how a baby sleeps. And we all know how hard it is to keep babies asleep. So for us, Orion, he used a swaddle for about the first 2 months of his life. And we had a couple of different ones and they would work for different stages. So when we first had him, we used a muslin swaddle. And it really worked well because he obviously didn't wiggle around and wasn't able to get out of it as easy. And what I really liked about it was the material, and I actually have it, it's upstairs. I had it down here, but Orion fell asleep and I sent him off with it. It's basically a very thin material and it's breathable, and it's nice to have for babies. The other 2 types I actually do not have here at the house. I sent them off to my mom's so she could store all of our old baby things that we don't need anymore. They had Velcro and zippers. Some had zippers. And I really liked these. Once he started to get a little older and started squirming around a lot more, it was able to confine him to the swaddle, and he was not able to break loose because Orion was a escape artist. He loved to get out of a swaddle, and I will insert a photo here of him when he was a newborn, just a couple days old, with his arms just out. It's very important to have a good swaddle, so I highly recommend these brands right here if you are looking for a decent swaddle. And so I think it was probably about 3 months and we kind of just stopped with the swaddle because it was making his sleeping habits worse. But I know some babies, they still use swaddles and sleep sacks as they get older, and they have tons and tons that you can use to help transition them to out of the swaddle when they start rolling over. And we tried that one for oh gosh, maybe a day or 2, and he hated it. So swaddles were not our main thing, but I remember the first 2 months they were key to making sure he slept. Now the second thing I want to discuss is a good quality baby monitor, and we personally use the Nanit camera. We love it. The reason the Nanit camera works for us is because it allows us to use our phones as the camera itself, which I am currently using right now as he naps. I don't know if you can see it. It shows the temperature in the room, the humidity in the room. It shows how long he's been asleep for. It'll have playbacks of his nights, wake ups, all that happy jazz. It will send you notifications if it hears a sound, if it sees something move. It's great. I will be very transparent with you though. There are a few minor setbacks with this particular camera, and that is the fact that you do have to use your phone. So if you need your phone for something else, you have to be expecting that you either need to have it on, or it has the option to turn the camera off, or I shouldn't say turn the camera off, but it has the option for you to only hear the sound if you want to use something else on your phone. So you don't necessarily have to be looking at the camera, but you can still hear it. The other thing is that it does drain your battery. So There is that, which isn't too much of an issue at night because I always have my phone plugged in anyway, but during the day I do have to watch my battery. But aside from that, it is a great camera and I love it. What I also really like about it is the fact that it can come with a travel stand if you choose to buy that. And that way, if you go somewhere, you can take that camera with you and you're not taking the whole stand. They also have the option for a wall mount, which is what we have. It covers the cords on the wall and you don't have to worry about baby pulling it down or anything like that. So they have a couple of different options for you, which is great, and it's obviously going to depend on your circumstances. Another thing about it too is you can give access to other people to view the camera and you can limit what they do. So for us, I have it set for my mom. She can watch it if she wants, but she can't do anything. She can't control the lights on it, the sounds, anything like that. All she can do is just view it. So there's that, as well if you have like a nanny or a babysitter that needs access to it as well. Now the next thing I want to discuss with you guys is a game changer, and that is baby carriers. And I actually have those with me right now. So in total, I have used 3 different ones and I love them all. I use them for different purposes during, while I'm doing different things. And some I use more now than I did, obviously, when he was younger. So the first one I want to start with is the Wild Bird sling. And this is the one I have. I love it. You just put it over you. You make sure that this little buckle is right on your shoulder and you just slip baby in. And I used this more when he was a newborn. So this would be longer on me. It'd be down like this and you just kind of twist it and put it behind their neck so their neck stays. And it was a great option for just hanging out at the house, going on walks, that kind of stuff. If I was actually wanting to do stuff though, I have a Moby wrap that looks like this, and this one's pretty old, so I don't think I will be able to link this one. I can see if I can find something similar, but it's so long. And to be honest, like when I first got it, I hated it because it just was very difficult to put on, and I was trying to like figure it out before I had him, so there was that. But once I did have him, oh, this thing was so good if I was wanting to like cook or clean or just like do a lot of stuff while I was moving with him. It kept his head secure, like he was just like so close to me. It was perfect. The only downside to this one is it gets really warm. So if you're in a hot state like I am, I would highly recommend either not having baby in any clothing or making sure that you're like in a house or something with AC while you're using this one. And the third one that I use, and this one I actually use now, I don't really use the other 2 much anymore. Wild Bird I'll use on occasion, but I never use the Moby anymore. But now I have this one, and this is Ebb and Flow, I think. Let's see. Yep, it's Ebb and Flow or Even Flow, either way. This one is great because I can forward face him, or he can face me like this, and then this one can also go on your back, which is so great. He's a lot bigger. He's a pretty tall baby. I think he's like 29 inches at his last appointment. So these carriers, like this one, just works so well for us. I will say that with him, he kind of gets very uncomfortable, so we can only last about 30 to 40 minutes in this. So these are the 3 that I recommend personally, and I will definitely be buying more if I have any more babies. So, and another main reason that I highly encourage you guys get a wrap of some sort is just for that one-on-one time. Like, I get it. It's already like you're already with baby all the time, but like this is just so special. Like the bonding when you carry a baby in a sling or a wrap, it's so special. Not to mention you can get stuff done, okay? So let's just leave it at that. You guys need this. It is a game changer, I'm telling you. Okay, so moving on, I want to talk to you guys about sound machines. And this is extremely important if you want baby to get good sleep. Again, swaddles are really important, but sound machines are also extremely important. It helps them just sleep deeper and better, and just It's great. So we have the Hatch sound machine for him. What I love about it is that you can control it on your phone. It gives you so many different options for sound. It gives you so many different options for color. You can dim the light if you want, which is great because personally Orion really likes a dim room, so I barely have the light. I think I have it at like 3% or something like that, just because he just is very sensitive to the light and it will wake him up. But if you have to have any kind of sound machine, like make sure you get a good one. We also have a sound machine that we take with us, and I highly recommend that you guys get a portable sound machine. It doesn't really matter which one necessarily for the portable one, as long as you have one, because for us, we will bring it with us on trips, or if we're like out and about at the store, and it has saved us so many times. So I cannot suggest that enough for you guys to get. Now, the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is a good bassinet. Now, this one I can't really recommend because it didn't work that great for us. We just had a cheap one. I think it was like Fisher & Price. We didn't really care for it too much. It has the option to vibrate, which is, you know, some babies like, but Orion hated it. He did not like that vibration at all. Not to mention the bottom of it wasn't actually like attached to anything, so it kind of would sway a little bit if he was put in there and moved around. So that kind of was like hard for us to get him to sleep. So after researching, I have decided that I want to get the snoo. I have done so much research and watched so many videos that I think this is like, it's got to be a game changer. For our baby, he just wasn't the best sleeper. He would wake up every so often, and I know for a fact that the snoo will put the baby back to sleep. So I can't personally recommend it because I haven't tried it myself, but I have done my research, and that is definitely something I will be buying the next baby we have. If you guys have to look into a bassinet, make sure it is going to be good bassinet. Okay, don't cheap out like we did. So there's definitely a lot more that I could talk about when it comes to newborn must-haves, and I can try and think back for another video, but right now I just like, because of the sleep deprivation, I cannot think for the life of me of, you know, what we truly needed. Those are the main things that like stick out. So that is why I am sharing those few things with you, and I hope that you guys take into consideration things that I am suggesting. And I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. And again, if you like this video and want more videos like this, please give this a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell for my upcoming videos. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye.